The morning of April 5, 2024, began like any other for millions in the northeastern United States. However, at precisely 10:23 a.m. Eastern Time, an unexpected event ruptured the calm. A magnitude 4.8 earthquake struck, its epicenter located near Whitehouse Station, New Jersey. This location is approximately 45 miles west of the bustling metropolis of New York City. The ground beneath countless feet suddenly trembled, a rare occurrence for this part of the country. This seismic event was not just a minor tremor, it was significant enough to be the strongest earthquake recorded in the New York area since way back in 1884, and the most powerful centered in New Jersey since the year 1783, marking it as a historically notable occurrence for the region. The shaking was not confined to a small area. Vibrations rippled outwards, felt across a surprisingly vast expanse of the Northeast. The United States Geological Survey, USGS, estimated that an astonishing nearly 43 million people likely experienced the quake's effects. Major cities, including New York City and Philadelphia, reported distinct tremors. The seismic waves traveled even further, with reports of shaking coming from as far away as Baltimore, Maryland, and extending northwards into parts of Maine. This wide reach underscored the significant energy released by the earthquake, surprising residents unaccustomed to such natural phenomena. The experience left many momentarily bewildered, questioning what they had just felt in their homes and offices. For those who felt it, the experience was unsettling. Buildings, from towering skyscrapers in Manhattan to suburban homes, noticeably rattled and swayed. Desks shook, items on shelves vibrated, and a low rumbling sound accompanied the motion for many. In New York City, the sudden movement caused considerable alarm, with people in high-rises reporting a more pronounced swaying sensation. The unusual nature of the event prompted many to pause their daily routines, looking to news outlets and social media for confirmation and information about what was happening. It was a stark reminder that the earth beneath our feet is not always as stable as we might assume, even in areas not typically associated with earthquakes. This particular earthquake stands out in the historical record of seismic activity for the region, while minor tremors are not entirely unheard of on the East Coast. An event of this magnitude is exceptionally rare. As mentioned, it was the strongest to be felt in the New York City vicinity in over 140 years. For New Jersey itself, the epicenter state, it represented the most significant earthquake to originate within its borders in nearly 2.5 centuries. This historical context helps to explain the widespread surprise and concern that followed the initial jolt, as generations of residents had never experienced anything quite like it. The event immediately became a major topic of conversation and news coverage. Following the main 4.8 magnitude earthquake, the ground did not immediately settle. The U.S. Geological Survey, USGS, began recording a series of aftershocks, which are smaller earthquakes that occur in the same general area after a larger event. Over the hours and days that followed, more than a dozen such tremors were detected. The largest of these aftershocks registered a magnitude of 3.8. This particular tremor occurred near Gladstone, New Jersey, around 6 p.m. Eastern Time on the same day as the main quake, April 5, 2024. While significantly less powerful than the initial event, these aftershocks served as unsettling reminders of the seismic activity still unfolding beneath the surface. The USGS also provided forecasts regarding the likelihood of continued seismic activity. As of April 6, 2024, the agency stated there was a 60% probability of at least one more aftershock of magnitude 3.0 or greater occurring within the next week. They also indicated a 9% chance of a magnitude 4.0 or greater aftershock during that same period. Looking further ahead, the probability of a magnitude 3.0 or greater aftershock over the next month was estimated at 84%. These probabilities, while offering a scientific perspective, understandably kept residents on edge, aware that more tremors could potentially be felt in the coming days and weeks. As seismologists warned, aftershocks could indeed continue for some time. In the immediate aftermath of the main earthquake, authorities moved to assess the situation and reassure the public. New York City Mayor Eric Adams and New York Governor Kathy Hochul both addressed the public, urging residents to remain calm and to continue with their daily activities while staying vigilant. Governor Hochul described the event as one of the largest earthquakes on the East Coast in the last century, highlighting its unusual intensity for the region. President Joe Biden also spoke with New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy, confirming that federal resources were available if needed, and was informed that initially, things are all right, indicating no immediate widespread catastrophe. Fortunately, despite the significant shaking felt by millions, there were no reports of major injuries directly attributed to the earthquake. Similarly, widespread significant structural damage did not materialize. However, there were some localized impacts. In New York City, some subway services were briefly suspended as a precautionary measure to allow for track inspections. Newark's Liberty International Airport experienced a ground stop, leading to some flight diversions and delays before operations resumed around midday. In Newark, New Jersey, officials evacuated 3 homes to check for potential damage, displacing nearly 30 residents temporarily. Orange and Rockland Utilities also reported 2 minor gas leaks which were quickly addressed. The reason this New Jersey earthquake was felt so widely across the Northeast lies in the specific geology of the East Coast. Unlike the West Coast, which is characterized by numerous fault lines and more fractured rock, the East Coast's crust is generally older, colder, and more continuous. When an earthquake occurs in this type of geological environment, the seismic energy can travel more efficiently and across much longer distances without losing as much intensity. This is why a moderate earthquake, like the 4.8 magnitude event, could rattle windows and nerves from Maine down to Maryland. The ancient solid bedrock acts almost like a bell, allowing the vibrations to propagate extensively. While the East Coast is not as seismically active as regions like California, it is not immune to earthquakes. The area does have ancient fault lines, remnants of geological processes that occurred hundreds of millions of years ago when continents collided and pulled apart. These faults, though less active, can still accumulate stress over long periods. When this stress is suddenly released, an earthquake occurs. More than 100 earthquakes have been recorded in the part of New Jersey where this event was centered, though most are very small, typically not even noticed by people unless they reach a magnitude of 2.0 or higher. This particular quake was a significant release of accumulated strain. When an earthquake of this magnitude strikes in a densely populated area with older infrastructure, concerns about building safety naturally arise. According to John Bellini, a geophysicist with the USGS, the most vulnerable structures in such events are often older homes, particularly those with brick faces and chimneys. These masonry elements can be more susceptible to cracking or dislodging during shaking compared to more modern flexible building designs. While major collapses were not reported, inspections were initiated for critical infrastructure and older buildings in affected areas to ensure their integrity and identify any potential hazards that might have been caused by the unexpected tremors. The U.S. Geological Survey continues to play a crucial role in monitoring the region for any further seismic activity. Their instruments provide real-time data on aftershocks and help scientists understand the ongoing geological processes. This event has certainly heightened awareness of seismic risks in the Northeast. It serves as a practical reminder that even areas with infrequent earthquake activity can experience significant events. Understanding the local geology and the potential for such occurrences is the first step towards better preparation and mitigation efforts for communities throughout the eastern seaboard, prompting a re-evaluation of regional seismic hazard maps and building codes. The April 5th earthquake served as an important wake-up call for millions in the Northeast. It underscored the critical importance of preparedness, even in regions not traditionally associated with frequent or high-magnitude seismic events. The surprise and, for some, alarm that accompanied the tremors highlighted a general unfamiliarity with earthquake safety protocols. Natural disasters by their very nature can be unpredictable, and this event demonstrated that geological stability can never be entirely taken for granted. The experience has prompted many individuals and communities to think more seriously about what they would do if a stronger earthquake were to occur in the future. Taking precautionary measures can significantly enhance safety and resilience. Experts advise residents in all areas to secure heavy objects on shelves that could fall and cause injury during shaking. Knowing how to drop, cover, and hold on is a fundamental earthquake safety drill. Families should also consider developing an emergency plan and assembling a disaster preparedness kit. Such a kit might include essentials like water, non-perishable food, a flashlight, batteries, a first aid kit, and a whistle to signal for help. While the Northeast may not require the same level of constant earthquake readiness as California, basic preparedness is a prudent step for any potential emergency. Following the earthquake, authorities like the USGS reiterated the importance of staying informed through official channels. In the event of an earthquake, reliable information from agencies like the USGS, FEMA, and local emergency management offices is crucial. These sources can provide accurate updates on the situation, safety advisories, and information about aftershocks or any reported damage. Relying on verified information helps to prevent the spread of rumors or misinformation, which can often occur during uncertain times. The continued monitoring by the USGS provides ongoing data that helps communities understand any evolving risks. Ultimately, the New Jersey earthquake of 2024 is a compelling reminder of the unpredictable power of nature. While the immediate impact thankfully did not result in widespread devastation, the event has sharpened the focus on seismic vulnerability in the eastern United States. It has encouraged a necessary dialogue about building codes, infrastructure resilience, and public awareness. Continuous vigilance and a commitment to preparedness are essential for communities everywhere. By learning from such events and taking proactive steps, we can better protect ourselves and our communities from the unexpected challenges that natural disasters can present to our daily lives and overall well-being.